And for this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and cling to his wife, and the two shall become one. And what God has joined together, we must not divide. It's a good question. What God has joined together. God is joined together. That means God's part of the union. I mean, God's in the middle of the mix. You'd really be amazed at the reasons why some people get married. For 10 or so years, I had the opportunity to work in the annulment process in our diocese. And of course, it involved many different cases of realizing how people had gotten into marriage and why they broke up. I even had a case where someone went with their friends who were getting married to one of these bridal shows. You go to some big place in town and you plan the complete wedding, from the photographer and the flowers and the invitations and the dresses and everything. This particular couple went with their friends and won tuxedos. So since they had free tuxedos, they decided to use them and get married. Believe it or not, it happens. People get married because there's a baby on the way, and they think that at least if they marry him, somehow it's going to make everything okay. People get married because they don't like living in their home, and they think living with their boyfriend and their girlfriend will be much better and make them much happier. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and cling to his wife, and the two shall become one. For what reason? No other reason other than love. And the understanding is, please understand that no reason other than love doesn't mean you have fun all the time. Doesn't mean they look good and they smell good. Doesn't mean you're physically, biologically attracted to them. What it means is, I've gotten to that point where that person's happiness is more important than my own. When our Lord says, no greater love than this exists, that a man should lay down his life for those that he loves. I've really gotten to the point in my relationship with them that their happiness, their well-being, I'm willing to sacrifice for that. And it's not a one-way deal. Marriage, by definition, is two people. And by sacrament, is three. It's the bride, the groom, and the presence of Christ. People come to me and they've been living together and they want to get married. I said, what do you think I can do? I mean, you live in a situation you know, according to God's law, is wrong and sinful. You get up one morning, rinse some clothes, get all dressed up. I make the sign of the cross, and I turn something sinful into something sacramental. It doesn't work that way. It's never worked that way. To understand that if you want Christ in your life to guide you, to bless you, to enrich your lives with children, to give you the strength, the courage, and patience, you play by His rules. You play by His rules, you live by His law, and you invite Him into your marriage. It's not going to work if we're going to play by our rules, just go to church, get it blessed, and think everything is fine. That's the challenge in our lives, that for this reason a man shall leave his father and mother, and the two shall become one. And what God has joined together, if God's part of the bond, then we trust in God and He leads us through it. If we're on our own, we get what we get. It's a wonderful gift. It's a wonderful sacrament. It's for the future of our generations and our children's, and their health and their stability and their welfare. Grow up. Trust in God. Learn what sacrificial love is, and then ask God to be part of your life. God bless you.